Hello and welcome to another episode of Tech Wingman Shorts, the podcast where we break down complex tech topics into easy to understand concepts for business owners, IT managers and professionals. I'm Vince, your host and tech advisor. Today we're talking about something most of us use without thinking twice, public Wi-Fi, and why it's not nearly as safe as it feels. Let's get into it. Public Wi-Fi has become one of those everyday conveniences we barely notice anymore. You walk into a cafe, a hotel, a conference centre, an airport, even a shopping centre, and there it is, free Wi-Fi. Most people connect instantly without a second thought. It feels harmless, almost expected. After all, it's offered by a legitimate business, the password is written on a little sign, and everyone else is using it too. What could go wrong? Quite a lot, actually. The problem with public Wi-Fi is that you don't really know who else is on that network with you, how it's configured behind the scenes, or whether the traffic flowing across it is protected. And even though it's easy to assume everything is safe simply because a trusted business provided it, the reality is that your connection might be wide open. When you connect to public Wi-Fi, especially Wi-Fi that doesn't use proper encryption, anyone on the same network could potentially monitor your traffic. That means they could see which websites you're visiting, what data you're sending, and in some cases even capture your login details if a site isn't using secure connections properly. It's similar to having a conversation in a crowded room. You might not notice anyone paying attention, but that doesn't mean they can't hear you. And attackers love this environment. They'll sit quietly on a public network with tools that let them watch unprotected traffic flowing by. They don't need special access. They don't need to break in. They just need you to connect the way most people do, without thinking about it. Another danger is something called a man-in-the-middle attack. It sounds dramatic, but the concept is simple. When you're on a poorly secured network, someone could intercept your traffic and reroute it through their own device. They could tamper with it, modify it, or redirect you somewhere completely different. You think you're logging into your email or your bank, but you're actually handing your credentials to a fake site that looks identical to the real one, and because everything looks normal on your end, you might not suspect a thing. Then there's the issue of fake Wi-Fi networks. Setting one up is incredibly easy. An attacker can create a network called free airport Wi-Fi or Costa Guest or Holiday Inn complimentary. The device doesn't know the difference. It just sees a strong signal with a familiar name. If you connect, you're not on the business's network at all. You're directly connected to the attacker, and everything you do goes straight through them. At that point, they don't need to intercept your data. You've already handed it to them. Public Wi-Fi also creates problems for businesses. Employees often connect to these networks while traveling or working remotely. They might check email, open documents, access internal systems, or log into cloud services. If their traffic is exposed, your company's data could be exposed with it. It only takes one compromised login to cause a serious security incident. So what can you do instead? The simplest advice is also the most effective. Avoid using public Wi-Fi whenever possible. Your phone has a personal hotspot feature, and that's one of the safest ways to get online when you're out and about, because the connection is directly between your device and your mobile provider. There's no shared network and no unknown users, it's just you. But sometimes you might be in a situation where you really need to connect to public Wi-Fi. In those cases, a VPN is your best friend. A good VPN encrypts all your traffic before it leaves your device. That means even if someone is monitoring the network, all they see is a stream of unreadable data. They can't see which websites you're visiting, they can't intercept your logins, and they can't redirect you to fake pages. It turns a risky connection into something far safer. It's also worth being mindful of what you do while connected. Public Wi-Fi is not the place for online banking, accessing sensitive business systems, or logging into anything important. Even with protections in place, it's better to be cautious. Use it for low-risk browsing, downloading a PDF, or checking the schedule for your event. Save the important stuff for a secure network. And if you run a business, you can help your team stay safe by educating them about these risks and encouraging the use of personal hotspots or VPNs when working remotely. A small shift in habits can prevent some very big problems. Public Wi-Fi is convenient, and that's why people use it, but convenience shouldn't come at the cost of security. Once you understand the risks and the simple steps you can take to avoid them, you'll never look at those free Wi-Fi signs quite the same way again.
Claire's blatant plug.
Support Flex from Pinpoint Networks is IT support made for small businesses with 1 to 25 people. We'll manage your devices and systems, and you'll get a monthly time allowance to use however you need. Support, training, advice, or any tech task. We can even help you on your AI journey by training your team or building prompt libraries to get better AI results. There are no long contracts, just a rolling monthly plan that fits around your business and grows with you. And if you're a bigger team, we've got other support options to suit. Find out more by emailing hello@pinpoint-networks.net.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Tech Wingman Shorts. If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe and share it with your friends and colleagues. Until next time, take care.